The court kerfuffle between the city of Buffalo and the owner of two Civil War era buildings in the Cobblestone District continue with this new court filing.
We filed in Article 78 to get a court order for them to stop everything for now.
According to attorneys for building owner Daryl Carr, everything includes what they call illegal and unjustifiable stabilization and partial demolition work at 110 and 118 South Park Ave. Carr and his attorneys say that city code should have allowed him to tear them down after the fire on June 18th.
We refused to submit anything about stabilization, and we submitted a demolition plan.
Which is not what the city wanted. The city wants Carr to pay for the stabilization, phase one of which could cost a minimum of $350,000. Carr's attorneys say the city's punitive and irrational decision to force a private citizen to do the opposite thing the law requires cannot stand. Fillmore District Councilmember Mitch Nowakowski says enough is enough and something has to change.
He keeps losing and will probably keep losing. This is a last-minute tactic. I think it's time that he stops disrespecting the residents of the city of Buffalo, stop wasting taxpayer dollars, and adhere to the laws. Even in their response to the Article 78 filing, the city mentioned the expense of the court proceedings, saying, quote, "The city has been forced to expend extensive time and resources, including prosecution in housing court, numerous court proceedings and appeals, and eventually an eminent domain proceeding, which was recently affirmed by the 4th Department." The fact of the matter is he's owned this structure and it's been in court for 14 years. Could you imagine if he put this stupidity aside and actually used his resources and time of 14 years to adaptively reuse his structure? But for Carr, he says he keeps fighting so that he can adaptively reuse the property. And in order to do that, he says, the buildings need to come down.
Because the city shouldn't be able to impose their will on a citizen, especially that wants to develop. So that's why I continue, and my life's work is into this project, into this area.
Now, a hearing is scheduled tomorrow in court, but remember there are two other court proceedings for these buildings, the eminent domain case and a previous demolition order case as well. On your side, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.